Right, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another game, Road to Better Chess. Actually, before we started, I just opened up Chess and I saw this very interesting article um, that one of the people I know also liked. Chess versus Chess.com 2008 to 2025. Where do grandmasters play? Many people started playing chess. Specifically for grandmasters, it was really big for both platforms. Chess even overpassed Chess.com for a while, it seems, but now slowly Grandmaster Play and Chess is dropping a tiny bit, and Chess.com is a bit more stable. And then the big difference is that games played apparently is way different because people prefer playing Bullet on Chess. And it looks like the main reason for that is because Chess is more minimalistic and a bit more speed focused. They've got like a little clip here from Hikaru where he says it feels a lot faster on Chess than on chess.com. This may be partly due to the way the site is designed. Chess is also being improved, I think, a little bit more frequently, maybe. Nuts and bolts. So many people kind of contributing. Anyway, that was just an interesting little thing I read quickly. Now it's time for us to get back onto our road. Hey, Zero. I do actually. You were here, I want to say a week ago. Maybe that's 2 weeks ago. Maybe it's less. But yes, I do remember you. Thank you very much for coming by again. I don't know if you've been playing your own games, but I think we're about to jump in here 15 plus 10 again and see what we can find as we continue trying to improve. The previous game we played was in the Nimzo Indian again. We were white. We played the same-ish, and our opponent didn't quite seem to know exactly how to develop against it. And we actually had a very strong, basically winning mate-ish kind of position at one point. But I also didn't find it because I thought I saw only halfway and it looked not so good. So I think we actually gave some of the advantage back, but then we find a different one later on. And once again, the Nimzo Indian is just such a fun opening to play. Let's see what we can find today, if we can find a game. Here we go. Just in time. Perfect. Yeah, of course, man. Zero, no worries. Alright, we are black. We're playing a d4, so we can knight f6. Let's see what our opponent has in store for us. You are now 1,000 thanks to you. Oh, that's fantastic. Congratulations. Alright, bishop f4. That's almost certainly going to be a London. And I have some lines I prefer against the London, but I don't always know if I can get it. So here we go. We're going to play our d and c pawns up. Now I think something like this. Any of these moves are pretty standard, I believe. Less standard would be... okay, never mind, they're playing pretty standard, so we continue developing. I used to be a little bit uncomfortable with people taking here, but actually in that case, if they took immediately, we could actually develop here and take the center, so I'm not too unhappy. Alright, let's go queen b6. This is the line I prefer to play. Let's see. Zero, actually, sorry, so that was actually, you were like here like a few days ago then actually, because we were discussing about how to improve, I guess. So yeah, fantastic if you've already seen some improvement on your own side. That's really good. Now, we are expecting them to put their queen on one of these squares to defend. And then we're going to have to see what plan we can make. This square, I kind of know the plan. This square, I have an idea. This square, I don't remember right now, but we can definitely try and figure it out. And again, Zero, congratulations, that's fantastic. Alright, so they are going for the kind of main line of the opening I'm hoping to play again. So I'm going to play c4 here and let them take my queen and take back with the a pawn. And we will see. There is also, they can like go back here now. But that's, I think at that point, yeah, it's not good anymore. Alright, so they take our queen, we take back. And you might ask, what are you doing doubling up your pawns on the queen side voluntarily immediately at the start? But this is part of the game plan. We are going to use the open A file. We're going to try and use our two bishops and our knights and the fact that we have a B pawn that we can throw into the mix here. Alright, I don't actually remember the best move order, to be honest. Um, hmm. So it's either getting our bishop out, or it is just pushing the pawn immediately. But I think we get our bishop out first. And then we can do this and get our other bishop, sorry, this and get our other bishop in the game as well. Yeah, I believe that's okay. We're going to go here. There is a chance for them to kind of attack our bishop, which, how much do I care? A little bit, I guess. Alright, so they already making a bit of a hole here that we could maybe try and put a knight in at some point. This or this. So maybe now we close up so that our dark square bishop is also involved. I like that. And then we're going to open up the queen side with our pawn. I don't, this is not, you know, an auto win or anything like that, but it's fairly strong for us. I also don't know if we want to trade here, to be honest. If we take, they might take with either of these. If I take now and they take with their bishop, I can hit it again. Maybe they drop it down, but then actually I think I can just continue on my way. I don't really want that bishop coming in here though. Otherwise we just get out of the way. We could ignore it, but I think that doesn't quite work. I think we need... Well, actually, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. I don't want them to take. I don't think that's correct. We could also go for their dark square bishop now ourselves. They take here, we take there. That'll mess up their pawn structure as well. I don't think their knight can do anything from here. Well, it can go there, I guess. I'm kind of wondering if I should take. It's either take or it's jumping my knight out of the way. I don't think I'm gonna do nothing. This move seems fun, but I don't really want to give them a chance to jump the knight there, so maybe take once, and then hit the bishop, and then we do our progression here. No, actually this feels better. I actually don't think I'm going to give you... Yo, difficult to know what to do here, to be honest. Yeah, but I feel like this feels best. I don't see a reason to enwrap it. Congratulations, Zero. That's good stuff. As we discussed the other day, everyone's got their own journey, right? We're all slowly trying to improve. Now actually this knight might be slightly misplaced, because if we come here we're hitting the bishop and it's got nowhere to go, and the knight's also going to be kicked, I think, because we're currying these squares. So yeah, and if you come here that doesn't matter. Maybe you do this. Okay, it's that one first. Oh, now we can't jump there. But I think we can actually just continue our plan to break here. No, I think we can't. Maybe I have to do this first. Oh, I'm very not sure, hey. Here, if they take this way... Take. That's not... And I need this knight to not be here. If they do this... What if I do this first and then jump, because I can take back with my bishop? Yeah, because my knight's actually not supposed to be here. I made a bit of a mistake maybe. And this, I think, actually just loses my attacking plan. Whoops. Alright, so ideas. Oh, this seemed like an idea, yeah. I actually think I should have taken. Wow. Take, and they take this way. Then my rook is hanging. So it doesn't work if my knight's there. Damn. Maybe a mistake by me. Maybe I trade off now with my king. And if they jump back, I can actually break in the center, although that's not really the plan. I can also do this. Go back here. Yeah, I'm regretting my play a little bit now, unfortunately. Um, hmm. I actually think where I'm supposed to bring the other knight around. If they take, then I can go back and do the same plan again, I guess. If they don't take, then I guess I'm just gonna take. Then I can kick him away. I can do this. Alright, maybe I start here, because if they do this now, I'm going to lose my dog. Oh, wait, hang on. Here, and they do this, then I can put my bishop here. Then we're going to have this. They might attack me. But then I can go here, and if they take there, then I can check them. Take. Then I can get in here. Oh, man, this is so messy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've made a mistake. I think I should have just gone for it straight away. Alright, well, we're changing our plan. I've clearly misplayed my idea, so just got to do the best we can with the situation we have on the board. Little man is here. Alright, the point of this is basically just I don't want to give up my light square bishop. Having this diagonal I think is going to be very key for us. Next, I think I'm going to start doing this. We can also play for the dark square bishop, unless they try and save themselves. Oh no, wait, hang on. I keep forgetting the light square bishops here. Alright, I think this is going to be our next move here. Yeah, see, I saw this coming, but I think here I'm actually okay. I can drop back. And this isn't such a problem. I do want to play here anyway, so that's okay. I could also go here, and if they take their rook is a little bit uncomfortable. Oh, wow, just straight up coming for us. Alright, yeah, I mean, it's a close position with queens off, so I don't even think I have to castle. Worst case, my king could just chill out over here, that's fine. And we are going to want to bring out our dark square bishop just to help with this side of the board as is necessary. Take. We're covering these squares. If they came at us, we can fairly happily develop. They push here, we can take, our rooks are connected. If they jump back, then we're going to continue our plan. Never mind. I was going to say, then we're going to continue having this knight come around to hit that pawn. And then that pawn's hard to defend. Actually, yeah, that's very hard to defend. Here we can come in, we can hit the rook again, we can take it afterwards. So I think that was a good move for them. Now I'm almost certain we're going to have to, if they progress here, we can take once, and then we have to connect our rooks. Okay. I'm actually not sure. Oh, just taking this square away from me, I guess. Alright, now I want to come back so I can push, or I can come out where I just cover off your attack completely. Come back first or push first? Maybe come back first. Here, here, here. These are all our moves. Here you come out, we come here. You have to run back again. Then we can actually... Yeah, then the queen side opens up though. That's not really the plan. Okay, we have a move there, so I'm actually gonna push. And then I'm gonna come back. And then I'm gonna push through. And they have to connect their rooks as well, because they're gonna have some problems. So when they do connect their rooks, we can see if we want to reevaluate our plan. There is also an idea for us now to start breaking in the center. If we bring the knight back, we can actually do this. Okay, and they are bringing it to the center now. Take. That's not so scary yet though. If we take, they can take back. I don't want to do that. I'm happy for them to take. This diagonal isn't a problem just yet. Might also be a good time to... Nah. Yeah, okay, we're going to come back. This also helps on knight to cover some stuff in the center if it's necessary. Happy for them to take, even happy if they want to close off. Because now I think we have this. And they have to either castle or move their king up, otherwise there's going to be problems. Here's a move we can still play if we have nothing else. Yeah, I think if nothing else, we're just going to connect our rooks. Just keep them together. Who was it? Who was what? Okay, they do connect. So now if we sack, the rook isn't hanging, so it's a little bit less enticing. So let's see. Yeah, I think we were just too slow, to be honest. Is there any way faster to get there? Not really. So many jumps necessary by the knight. We can trade off their dark square bishop, but unfortunately our light square bishop is actually our weaker one. If they take this way, does it help us to do anything? Oh, hang on. If they take this way, we can take this pawn. That'll be great for us. Center pawn could only be good. They'd probably end up going back. We could take. Nah, I don't know. They take this way, we're gonna basically just trade everything down that file. Oh, we can also do this then, just get the pawns sorted again. How to continue? Here, if they break, there's nothing on that diagonal for us to do just yet though. Alright, I'm not sure, so I'm just going to connect my rooks as well. We've got this situation, but I don't think taking helps us at all, so we're probably not going to. And this push here, if something else was in range with that bishop at the same time, but there's unfortunately nothing in range right now, so it's not really that. What we could do is we could double up here, and then we could push, because then the threat is still alive, because that rook would be hanging. Oh, actually, you know what? This might be the way we can play it. Here, and then push. And if they do nothing, we take, and we take again, and we're breaking through on that side of the board. Yeah, and we still have the B pawn to follow up the second one later on. So I need to plug in the computer. So we're trying to play on the queen side, our opponent is trying to play on the king side, and or the center. If they do take here, this diagonal might be a problem for us. Oh, although actually I realize I could then try and just get my bishop there immediately. If they push through, I could even close up. Or I could take. And we could trade off our rooks on this side of the board. But I think I want to try and avoid them breaking through on the king side, so we'll see if I can keep things together. Yeah, so I'll have to review how this is supposed to be played, but I was clearly too slow with my plan. I think trying to develop all my bishops and stuff is just the wrong idea. You just gotta go. We just gotta go and break immediately. Maybe my bad. Oh, okay, they're just... Okay, yeah, so they're actually gonna take here and open up the file. So here, and if they take, we can come in. Here, if they take, we can take this pawn. And the center is kind of crumbling-ish. I realize we also have that square. No, we don't, not yet. Alright, so take. We still have this square covered. We still have this square covered. We have this covered, but yeah, we're going to have less and less coverage. So here, and if you take this way, I'm taking, hitting your bishop. I'm guessing you're dropping it back. And then, how do I continue? If I take and you take, you're still protecting that square, so there's not really, yeah, my break isn't really working. Although this is pretty solid for us as well. But they'll open up and have pressure down the middle of the board. How to do? Maybe I should try and entice them to take and then take. I'm not sure. Very much not sure. We could also here, and they have to move their bishop off. Just trying to make something here work, but it doesn't look like it does. Take there, they go back. They also have this square then. So here, here, and here we're getting onto the diagonal against their king. Then this square is going to be weak long term. because we've opened it up. Oh, I'm not sure. Doesn't look like our plan is working, unfortunately. Take, they take there because we don't have it defended. Here, if you take and we take and you take, that's terrible for us. If we push here and you push past, if you push here and you take, I'm really unsure what to do now. Maybe I just have to break anyway. Maybe we just have to break either way. The threat here is to take one of the pawns and then the other one, then this one will be weak. So if you take this way, we come in. If you take this way, I get this middle pawn. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna come in. Yeah, we're gonna bring our other rook across. And you can only defend that pawn with your rook right now over here, and this is why we need this access. Somehow we have to get this access back. Although we could also maybe no, not really. There is a sack here if there's a way that it works, but it currently doesn't. Here and then this sack also. We could also do something here with our second rook. We could also block things up on this side of the board and just keep the file for ourselves, because the doubled pawn isn't actually a concern right now. We're down a pawn, but it's, you know, it's this pawn, so that's not such a big deal. I'm expecting this. If they push it, I guess we just have to take. Yeah, I guess I have to take. What else am I going to do? Alright, let's see. If I take, you take back with your knight. Your knight's coming in here. And then I can hit your knight again. Oh, actually, hang on. So take, and then take here, and your knight's overworked. It can't defend both. Although there you can get your bishop in as well, which is a bit uncomfortable for us. So take, sorry. Take here, you take with your knight. And then we take in the middle. Maybe we take here first. No, I guess I have to either take or I have to push up. But then I can never take because my pawn will be hanging. So take, you take back. I take, you check me, I have to take back again. I'm losing my dark squares. That's not good. Take, you go here. I come down, you check me. I take you, and then I take here. Otherwise I let you take. Like I go here and I let you take and I take this one. You take here, then I can take here. That might be good for us as well, actually. I go down, you take once. I take this. If I go down and you do something else, you defend it, I can take it anyway, I guess. Here, or here, just directly. You take, I take. Oh no, but then you can put your rooks there, which is not nice. Yeah, this is going to get tight, but I think I'm playing for the right kind of activity, you know? Not just activity. We need to get our bishops active. We need to trade it for the right stuff. So here we go. Here you can probably take again, or you can push. But then this pawn is also hanging. And your bishops might be a little bit weaker. If you take here... What if I take this way first, and then I take this? There's so many pawns standing in front of my queen side though. take here. This is also going to be weak, I realize. Here, this one, oh, here, and then this one's also weak. Here, here. If you push, it's not weak, but then you don't have the pressure anymore. And I can still take... Oh, no, I can still take. Either way. If I take that pawn, these both are weak. If you come defend it now... I'm taking. You've got to be careful, because this is also weak. You can push, though, which will be frustrating for me. Then I can push your bishop out of the way. Oh, you take with check, though. That's not good. Yo. There's a lot going on here. Who's more active? It's hard to tell. I mean, most of the action is happening here in the center, right? So this rook isn't playing, but mine isn't either. This bishop is kind of playing, but not quite. This one is playing, but not quite in the direction you necessary right now. So if it's not tactically losing, I guess we're still kind of equalish. If they take in the center now, I mean, I kind of have to take back. There's not much to it. But that'll give me this, which is something I really need. Take here, then you take here. Then I take here. This backwards pawn is the important one because it's defending the other ones. Yeah. Here, I'm happy to push you. I'd be happy to take the dark square bishop as well, actually. I think it'll be good for me. Looks like we surprised our opponent a bit. What if they come across? We take, they take with their rook. We come over with our other rook. They can get their bishop in there, which is... No, okay, they are going for this. Cool, I think this is good for us. We're going to take the backwards one. So now we've got pressure on all the pawns in the center. So if this doesn't break down in the worst possible way, I think it's good for us. Taking here... I'm going to take the center one. Hitting a bunch of stuff. Taking here, I could take once. I could actually take first. Because this pawn is still weak either way. Actually, that might be the case. If you push, I can still take. If you attack my rook now... Okay, no, so I think, yeah, I think actually taking is fine. Because if I go here, I'm not actually threatening anything new. But here, I'm actually breaking down that center and getting my bishop up. Which is very important for me. Yeah, if I go here, then you do this though. Oh, okay. What if I go here first? Yeah, actually, maybe I should take first, and if you take back... Maybe I take with my king, actually. Get it off the file. Yeah. I think that's the way. I'm covering the check square with your bishop. I just don't want you to pin my knight to my king, because this bishop still has this access, which is very frustrating. So I'm happy to do this. Equal pawn structure. I'm still down a pawn. But I feel things are opening up in a good way. I've got a very active knight. And rook. See if we can make something with that. I do see this from the start already, but currently there's so many pieces on it. I could take one of them out. I could also hit the rook once. And then when you go there, I have to figure it out. But now I can get my other rook out very, very quickly. And this bishop, after something happens here, maybe we can find a way to liberate it as well. Maybe for that case I have to take this way. That guy's still loose, but I have no way to attack it, unfortunately. This is also a pawn I want to pick up. So here's a good move, here's a move I like. Something's going to happen here, and then I have to figure out my light square bishop, because unfortunately I didn't give it the chance to get developed. Oh, I did not see that either. But I think that I can get out of this. You've got this attacked, but I don't know if this matters so much. I can take here, and if you take there, I take back. I can take here, if you take something else, I can move it. Yeah, actually, this is not the end of the world, I think. This doesn't quite work, unfortunately, because there's just too many things. Alright, so I take here, careful not to take my rook, because I take back. And if you don't, I think I'm actually just going to go pin that knight to your king. Yeah, king takes. Pin to the king and then bring the other guy over seems pretty good to me. Or I just run all the way back, but I don't think so. Yeah, we're going here. I want to run this out anyway. That pawn's still hanging. I don't really mind this one so much. I don't think there's an immediate problem with that. This and this gets kind of handled. Yeah, so here I can actually go here and then I can take that. Wow, okay, hang on. So hang on, maybe I do this. Then you have to move it again, and then I take and I'm attacking this. Ooh. Then you're going to defend it like this, aren't you? Maybe I have to take immediately, and if you take here, then it's equal, and if you take there, then I take this. And then your king has to run somewhere here, I guess. I come down. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's just pick up this pawn and figure it out. And now we can take here and open up this bishop as well. Because I don't think there's time for it. Well, no, this is a check, so they can definitely still take. And we're definitely going to take with the king now to get it at least somewhat covered behind all the pawns. Yeah, so threatening this. This is also a move I want to play. And we are super low on the time. 0, sorry, yeah, I'm always using too much time thinking. Okay, yeah, so we're going to take with the king here, trying to get it out of stuff. There's no immediate checks. It's also still in a light square, which is important. We still have this. Unfortunately, that means that our light square bishop still isn't open, which is a concern. But we'll have to make the best of it. I also see the fact that I can take once. Maybe I should have done this in between. Take once here and then take the rook. But now it's too late, unfortunately. Okay, so we're gonna pick up the other pawn. Now we've got a passer, but we're down 2 pawns. We've got the bishop pair, and we've got very active play, but we are in a bit of a situation. We got to get our light square bishop involved somehow, but it looks like it has to come back, which is very unfortunate. Okay, coming for our bishop. What if I take this way? Oh, you're attacking my pawn as well, huh? What if I attack here? Then you take my pawn, then I attack your knight again. Doesn't really help. Oh, I flagged. Oh no, sorry, too much going on. Is he okay? Yeah, no, it's fine. So I'm just... Alright, I flagged. That's very unfortunate. I got a bit distracted. um, I wonder if I'm worse here. Ah, sorry, Zero. I'm sure the mini heart attack became a real heart attack there. Yeah, I wasn't sure if this works since I didn't play it. But what I could do is I could have kind of tried to just trade off some stuff and then work. But my light square bishop not being able to get in the game is a real problem. So even from about here, I should have maybe... Yeah, this take back just works perfectly well. Here, here, here. Taking back this way also doesn't work because I can't get the bishop out. That is a pawn I need. I could have done this. I could have taken and gone here. I was considering defending it, to be honest, but I couldn't figure out fast enough what happens then. But I guess if the king moves somewhere, I just... what do I do then? Then everything's hanging. That's very dangerous. Here, here. Attack the backwards pawn. This is probably just worse, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. So, from the start, this is what we wanted, but I think actually we just have to kind of play the pawn immediately. Because the point is that we're going to take and break up the queen side before white gets their pieces very active. Yeah, I think here, and even if they do this, then we can bring the other knight around, sorry, the other knight around to hit the pawn at the back. Even if our knights are like this, we just have too much pressure on that side of the board, and then we can use our light square bishop, because their light square bishop can't get on the diagonal. Yeah, too slow, too slow. And then just massive complications. Sorry, one second. Alright, sounds like it's okay. Yeah. This I think was good. I was happy with the general plan here. I was scared about the bishop hitting our knight like this. Then we could have taken once more at least. Maybe they take back. In that case, honestly, maybe I do this and we trade off everything. But they still have these funny pawns. Yeah. That was a nice find. I didn't actually see that. I didn't see that. In this case, yeah, so I need to trade off something for you, something useful, I guess. Here and everything else can take, it's not good. Here, same thing happens. Maybe you take the exchange, it doesn't help me, so playing for tricks a bit, you know, you take my rook, I take with my knight. Pinning it to your king seems as good as anything. I was hoping this might be good enough, but this is the same diagonal still, so he's still defending, which is very unfortunate. Nice in between, picking up. Yeah, I think I just misplayed the chance already by then. No, sorry. Little man is not going to join me on camera today, but I appreciate your interest. I don't, he's kind of accidentally kind of gotten into the frame a few times, but it's not really my plan to show him on camera ever. Alright, we played against 2015, so good to play against another 2000 rated player. Let's look at the opening theory a bit. C4, so yeah, this scores pretty well for black actually, you can see here. B5, yeah, okay, so just directly B5 is the plan. Maybe A3 like our opponent played, and then you throw it anyway. And you just keep on taking, because they can't take, because the rook's hanging. And once they do this, then you can go back. And now you've got places to play. Knight E5, E6, Knight X, BX. Yeah, we're making play for the queen side a little bit. Alright, there you go. Oh, cool. Friend of ours from the online league was watching our game. Alright, but we didn't do that, unfortunately. I went bishop f5, which scores really well for white again. Oh no. Okay, yeah, so wrong plan. a3, e6. Yeah, so I'm actually playing a completely different plan here. This I wasn't sure. I think in hindsight I should have taken. Okay, doesn't specifically care about it, but I think I would have taken. Let's see if there's a top Lichess. Takes with the pawn maybe. Yes, this was my plan. And I was worried about this, but actually it doesn't matter, because then I'm doing my plan basically. So rook c1. Oh, rook c1 kind of spoils it because there's nothing hanging in the corner, I guess. Oops, oopsie, oopsie. Alright, so we jumped away. No one leeches jumps away. You take b5. Okay, so you basically just don't. You don't jump away. You can continue b5 if you want to. Rook c1. Then you takes with the bishop. Knight back. Oh, because then you have this plan. This is the second knight. Oh, sorry. Here, and you're hitting there. Yeah. So back. Yes, here we go. f3. They're trying to cut off the light square bishop, hitting the pawn. Back, and now you can defend the pawn. Let's say you do this, and then we break the center. We're trying to get access to that file. Here we go. F. Sack that pawn, but the rook. Oh no, that person definitely missed it. Oh, because you're attacking everything. That's really nice. That's a nice discovery. What if they take this way? Take here again. You got to move. Yeah, so f5 is definitely the way to just break open the position. Bishop f2, fx, dx. Oh, good plan. Okay. Alright, still going for it. Maybe h. No, castling here. Rook f1. Okay, giving up, coming back to the center. Alright. Well, we played a very different game, unfortunately. I mixed up my plans big time. It's not a zero. It's not an intrusion. There's a level of like public visibility I have to understand. If I'm playing in a room where my son is sleeping, or if he's close by and you hear him, it's my choice to stream. So it's absolutely not a problem that you ask. I appreciate it. It's a very nice question. I'm just not gonna do it. So don't take anything bad from it. There's nothing wrong with asking. Just not the thing I think I want to do. Alright, here apparently we are still doing okay. Taking was best. Knight takes. Okay, so then you can take in the center. Yes, in the center. So here, I think I'm taking it, to be honest. Yeah, I was going to take it. Maybe you take this way to open up my queen. Oh, my king. You have to take with your king. Oh, my dark squares are weak, though. This is scary. If I do this and you come over, where do I run? This way? Then you go here, or maybe you put your rook here. Yeah, that's not a... I'm supposed to run backwards. Okay, I'm supposed to get out. Just get out. Alright, fair enough. Okay, well, we completely misplayed. I'm actually gonna go look at um, my little opening theory line quickly, because this is such a fun line, but I clearly don't remember it properly. Yeah, I've got an overview that I got from Happy and um, Rosen. Alright, so this is the position we got. Yes, here. And b5 immediately. Oh, you just literally you push. You don't even wait. Just push. So our opponent, I'm just gonna see, because I feel like the timing was different. Oh yeah, because in this example, they put the other knight out. Okay, so here, b5, b2, b4, castles. What's the best move here? Taking is okay. e6, bishop f5 is also good. So let's see, you take, they take back, and you come with your other bishop, other pawn? No, not yet. Oh, then you start making problems. So maybe they defend it. Bishop f, knight h, bishop back. Okay, so basically the mistake I made was just not immediately throwing this pawn forward. That doesn't stop it, actually. That's the point. Because I can just keep on taking your rooks hanging. If you take directly, your rooks hanging. If you decide to develop so you can castle, I still go you castle, take, take. Bishop f5 did work very well. Knight h4, bishop e. What if they take here? Oh, because I get pressure on that pawn. I have this square. Oh wow, yeah. Actually, that's just really good. f3, bishop c2, bishop a, h, threatening a fork, threatening your bishop. Interesting they're not taking here. And I understand why not. Can't you just get an extra pawn there? No, this is apparently terrible for you. Oh, your rooks are going to get trapped, basically, I guess. I'm going to get massive development. Yeah, you can't actually be here. There's just not enough space. I've got too many minor pieces. e4, bishop a, and now I've got too many rooks. Rook e, knight back, bring the other pawn. Bring the other pawn. And if you take, you can do this, and then I go here. So yeah, so basically I've got all the bishops, all the pawns I need to take out your... Yes, yes. Okay. Alright, interesting stuff. I'm very, very unhappy to lose it, but your speaker is making buzzy noise. Oh, it's when I turn on the engine. I think my computer can't handle it. I don't know if it's going to be that way for the rest of the video. Maybe it's time to stop. Is it still going buzz buzz? I'm so sorry. It's because of the engine, something. Alright, so lesson learned. If you get this position, it's b pawn all the way, and you play all the other moves only if your opponent isn't allowing you to get it through directly. Alright, so good lesson for us. I'm just going to double check if our opponent maybe said something here. They didn't, but we will say good game. And I think that'll be it for today. Oh, no, I didn't want to sign out. I'm going to go to Zen mode. There we go. I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Everyone who came past and a look. As always, we continue to learn and we continue to refresh our theory and continue to build our understanding of chess positions. Alright, so see you next time. Keep on walking, keep on improving. Bye-bye.